Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen. Today we're watching the Lilo Stitch live action trailer. It's coming out in theaters May 23rd. I am so excited to check this one out. Listen, when it comes to Disney remakes, there's been some hit, some misses, you know, people
Snow White.
changing original story. We actually watched Snow White on my birthday. We also watched the live action Beauty and the Beast not even that long ago. I thought it was really, really great. There's some mixed opinions on like the Lion King remake, it being a direct one-to-one and people being like, they can't emote and that being issues. But I think a property like Lilo and Stitch could make for a potentially really good live action. I think it's like a formula-wise, it could be good. I've seen some interviews with the girl who plays Lilo, and she seems like a really great fit, to be honest. She's like kind of spunky and she's funny. So I already like her even before seeing the trailer. We've seen the Stitch CG animated counterpart, like live action counterpart, looks solid. They didn't try changing a million things. They just made it look more photorealistic. And also, Lilo and Stitch had some really unique designs, like the way that they did ships. I remember like Plasma Blast looking like liquidy. So there was just some like creative elements just in the animation. So I'm wondering if they're gonna translate any of that over and how much of a one-to-one recreation it is. Are they gonna stick to being like pretty true? What changes are they going to make? Because they're almost always are changes. And will they be good changes or bad changes? I don't know. But Jen, you saw Lilo and Stitch on the channel for the first time. You know, we watched that movie, and so you've seen that one. How are you feeling checking out the trailer for the live action?
If you would have asked me a month ago, I would have been like, absolutely, I'm so pumped. This is gonna be the best movie ever. But quite honestly, after seeing Snow White, it traumatized me a little bit. It was so awful. And I feel like for me to get to that point, especially with like a Disney film, that was really shocking for me. So I want to believe that like, oh, that's not gonna happen with Lilo and Stitch, because I adored this movie so much. The characters, the message, everything about it, I just thought it was like perfect. Now there's been a lot more discussion about like live actions and how much of a chance they're really taking when they decide to make a live action, and that's honestly the truth after I witnessed what happened with Snow White, because the story of Snow White is something that before that movie I'm like, there's no way you can mess that up.
Right,
So I'm a little more hesitant about this movie. I'm hoping, I know you mentioned that like it's inevitable that they are gonna change stuff, but I'm hoping that they really don't. This is one of those movies that it's so perfect the way that it was, and I think it would be a huge disservice to the movie if they pull a Snow White and try and change it up too much.
Yeah.
Not that that was the only problem with that movie. But Lilo and Stitch, I love the characters. I'm so excited to see this preview, just to see like, what are we gonna be dealing with? I wanna see the girl that you're talking about.
I think she's gonna be great.
I wanna see Stitch. I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, we went to Snow White. That was on me.
I literally asked him like, babe, whatever you want to do for your birthday,
okay, hang on.
we're doing it. And he's like, let's go
pump the brakes,
Snow
pump the
White.
brakes. Here's the thing, the movie, it was so crowded around like all this meta stuff with Rachel Zegler and even Gal Gadot and like all this stuff. And I didn't think we were ever gonna talk about the movie, only because you can't talk about it without talking about that. So I was just like, out of morbid, as unbiased as I can, I'll just go check it out. I won't make any waves online about it. I just want to go see it and make my own opinion on it. And we go in, and literally the first 3 minutes the movie starts, just Jen over here looks over at me. It's like, oh God.
I mean, honestly, I was on the opposite end of that. I had not heard any of the controversy. So I was going into it like, oh wow, we're gonna see Snow White. I can't believe my husband picked Snow White. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah. There was nothing else that was really out. We'd kind of already seen everything that we wanted to see, or stuff was like gonna be for content down the line, like Brave New World. So I was like, really the only option is Snow White. I'm fine. It's just it's my birthday. We didn't do anything else. It was like, I just want to go to a movie, get popcorn. Like, I just want to go.
First 5 minutes, we looked at each other and knew it was a mistake. That's how soon the regret set in.
Happy birthday. I actually didn't mind the CGI dwarf characters.
I did. That's one of the few times where I was like, it was so bad that it took me out of the movie.
I thought that was like one of the lesser issues with that movie.
And that's saying a lot, though.
Yeah.
Even Gal Gadot, who I love as an actress, I think she's fantastic. Hated her in that movie. I thought there was no redeeming qualities for that movie. It was
that's rough.
terrible.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Just like from an unbiased, I really try not to get swept up in all that stuff, that other stuff. But
And I love.
just looking at it as its own thing.
I love Snow White. People called me Snow White when I was a child because I had black hair, I had the red lips, and so.
You weren't as tan.
And I love that story, and so that completely crushed me. Because I wanted to love that.
I'm sorry.
So I'm hoping that Lilo and Stitch is not going to do that because I would be absolutely crushed. I'm also curious, like, what do people think of the preview when Snow White came out? Was it like general consensus, like this is gonna be terrible, or was it like, oh my god, this is gonna be so great?
It was already getting a bad rap because of a few of the set photos had leaked, and then Rachel Zegler made some of her comments, and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So they were downhill before the trailer even came out. All right, anyway, now that we're done talking about Snow White, Lilo and Stitch trailer, let's check it out.
We have apprehended
that
a
looks
dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
Oh my goodness!
He took the red one.
The design looks exactly
What
the
hideous
same.
planet is caught in your crosshairs?
A shooting star!
That's Lilo?
I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
Looks just like it.
Oh my god!
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there!
Look like an angel.
No.
Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
That reminds me of Hero.
Rough.
It sounds like the same voice too.
Yeah.
Not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't
Oh
good.
my
He
god.
even got his nose like a little wet.
That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
It looked like they were really
Attention,
surfing.
Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
That looks like it's gonna be so good. I think it looked really cute.
I think that Stitch, this is a better version of him. Like, I loved the animated version, but I love the CGI live action version. I think that he just looks perfect.
He looks great.
Lilo also really just visually looks very similar. Mannerisms are the same. It looks like they kept a lot of the iconic scenes and lines. So I am so excited to see this just because like their chemistry, even though I know that's a CGI creation, the chemistry between them is so apparent.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved most about the original movie. And so the music, I think they're gonna stay with the same music, which I absolutely love because I'm an Elvis fan. So it just seems like they're bringing all of the things that we originally fell in love with regards to Lilo and Stitch. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I think you nailed it. I feel the same way. I mentioned those changes. We got to see like a couple of those things, like him like wiping his butt in the refrigerator, taking the CD out and throwing it, but it all felt in the same spirit of it. So like it didn't seem like something like Stitch wouldn't do that or that wouldn't happen, you know. I think that's one of the big problems they do when they change things in live action. When they add things, it's like I really don't think I could see Snow White doing that. Or
Right, exactly.
That felt very organic and good. So I'm really excited. I can't wait for that to come out. I don't know, maybe we'll hold off on watching that so we can do a reaction on the channel.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think down in the comments below about the live action Lilo and Stitch. We'll check those out. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You can be notified when we post the next video. Don't forget to check out Patreon. You can watch some videos early and ad-free until they're posted. You can watch the full-length reaction to certain movies that we do. There's exclusive content over there like Arcane and Invincible, a lot of great stuff. So, and it's a great way to support the channel. For now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.